So Killt has to decide which deck to ban. Going for the red rush ban? Killt is ready. Bamser. Just waiting for Bamser to select his deck. Alright, so they both banned red. I mean, Killt has 2 reds. Both going for the yellow here. Rush versus Husk. Alright, so we got right, so Bamser with a solid opening and my merchant straight away to fill his hand up, to fill Kilt's hand up. What is he gonna take? He's gonna take the Royal Judge. Killt needing to play something this turn. Has the Flash Salmon and Scavenger combo. So is able to free up his hand a little bit. Doesn't go for the hit on the face though. So can't really play Scavenger at a discount. Can play the Demon. Or I think it's just Demon. Oh, decides to not go for anything. My merchant can come out again if he wants to. So this will make him miss a card. Yeah, Bamser going for the merchant. I think it's a bit too early for Royal Judge. So what is he going to give Killt this time? I guess he takes the Manta Rider, gives him the Tie Lord and King's Faithful. Actually, just gives him the King's Faithful. Yeah, he's on 9. He's on 9 cards. So Killt got a lot of work to do. Twin Soul Spirit is also an awful card if you're not going for 6 lands. Really slows you down. if you do end up having to play it. So usually that's like a completely bricked hand slot. Exalted Ogre can be okay if in yellow if he had a good start. But he hasn't hit face yet, so Bamser's still on a very healthy 20 life. Needs to get him down to 10 somehow. Does have the Orthin Monk to hit into face with the Scavenger combo and Khalim's training. Does also have a Mistral Guide, but probably doesn't want to set it up right now. Maybe if he finds another Wind Soldier. Oh, no, he goes for it. Orthin Monk going for the collection and the clear on the 5-2. Yeah, I mean, it's the most threatening thing on board right now, so he kind of has to. Demon coming out. Into collection. Keeps it right where it is. Yeah, Royal Judge with the Safeguard. Does mean that he can full clear. Not full clear. He can clear pretty well. But it's not great. Like, it still means that the Mistral Guide can hit face. Goes for the Manta Rider instead. Surprised he didn't put it right at his face, but I guess he does have the dashes to go around the Manta Rider anyway. And then we've got the Khalim follower going in for the hit. Go for the prayer, why not? Demon Wrangler comes out. Can transform that and play the Scavenger as well. And he can play King's Faithful as well. Amps are holding onto onto 3 Last Nightmares, which is pretty awkward for him. Demon Wrangler into double collection, just so that he's able to play these 5 costs. King's Faithful comes out. Tucks him nicely away from that Manta Rider, so looking to hit for 9 damage. Bamser does have the Soul Drain though, so Okay, drawing with the Storyteller, putting back to 20 life as well. Just so that he can discount, he can get some Fario back. Oh, good. Decides to go for the punishment. Feels like he needs to get rid of that Soul Drain on the Mistral Guide as well. Oh, on the double collector, okay. Still managing to get some sort of damage out of there. So there's a Wind Soldier to possibly clear the 2-2. But he needs to collect with it. Oh, goes for the Manta Rider instead. Yeah, that's probably the better one anyway. Scavenger can be played. 2 Scavengers can be played. I think that's what he wants to do. 2 Scavengers. Bamser's hand looking very sad right now. How do I know Vulture's there? If you're talking about the lineup now for this one, like if you know Bamser, you know Bamser. That's what he plays. Anyways, yeah. So the 2 Scavengers come out. Very awkward stat line for Bamser right now. Not getting any great draws. Doesn't really want the map dealer at the moment. Windborn Champion doesn't really get him anywhere. Apart from blocking face. Killt also drawing his 3 last nightmares, so a lot of dead cards currently. Killt can't really do anything with the Twin Soul Spirit either. Oh, if he hits in, he's got a nice buffed ogre, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, move that Mistral Guide in. Collect on that well spot. Buff that ogre to 7/7. The Haunted Husk a little bit too late, unfortunately. He kind of wanted that a lot earlier instead of these last nightmares. Oh, by the way, I probably won't be replying instantly to people in chat because I'm standing up, so I don't really want to use my keyboard. It kind of hurts my wrist. Yeah, and then there we go. Rush beating Husk. So on to game 2. Bamser should be feeling quite fresh. Should know what to do. His Karasis deck is quite... It's not really what you want to play against Rush, right? It's a bit slightly too slow for Rush. And the option, the other option that he has is going to be the yellow flyers. So he has to hope to win with that one. If he does, then his options open up a little bit more. Karasis is something that he can put on the table. Scavenger is nice in Rush, actually. It's like a very cheap Mace Man. That can be flame bursted. Let me put this plate in the kitchen, I'll be back. Right. Bamser. Well, I think, to be honest, Bamser, there's not really any choice. Yeah, he has to play the yellow. Ooh, that is so. If you thought Bamser had a bad hand at the start, look at this one. Killt getting a little bit of I wouldn't say karma, but a taste of Bamser's medicine that he just took. Free scavengers is not really what you want to see during a rush opening. Well, he just has to hope. Yeah, play the desert down, double neutral, and then hopefully by turn 3 you have something to play. Could be a salmon, could be Mistral Guide with Monk. Oh, okay. Not rushing. Mistral Guide could have been like decent here actually. I guess he just wants to be able to play it this turn, so he's kind of okay with playing the land to the side. So the way Bamps is playing, everything is dependent on, yeah. So Mistral Guide coming out. Wind Soldier able to hit face, but I think, yeah, it's going to decide to double collect and trade with the Emissary before it gets buffed. Although I would have been very cautious of putting that Mistral Guide down. It does. Khalim's trading does the job. Even a Flash Wind. I wonder what Bamser is thinking right now. I think it's just playing Manta, right? You don't want to play the second demon, you're gonna die if you do. Small coming out, you could get something good here. You could get a Flash Salmon. You could Flash Salmon 2 Scavenger. I think that's what he needs to do right now. can send the scavenger out to collect on the left side, and a scavenger to deal with this demon. I would have liked to see him maybe block the step up, maybe. Oh, sure if you want to do that. So the Mishra guy can die here. If he flash wins, Wind Soldier clearing the one next to his face, and then Shadow Demon on the right side to replace the one that is going to trade. Goes for the clear on the left side. I mean, Mishra Guide is a very strong card, so it's borderline OP, I think. Dash 2 is definitely very generous, I would say that. Okay, so Killt going on the slight offensive here with his own Shadow Demon to answer. Bamser is able to clear this double collecting scavenger. Does also have the Wind Soldier into Baron Sky Vulture. That is definitely an option. You could also trade the Manta, play Soul Drain on the Demon. Keeps in double collection though, like that. Oh, he doesn't have enough deserts for the Vulture actually. He messed up by plus oneing. Or drawing. Okay, Babs has got 10 fairies, got a lot to play with. Can he make something happen? He needs to play this desert. He's got too many. He's got too many vultures. So he's got one to kill the demon, and he's one to kill the. Needs something to kill the Mistral Guide with. Wind Soldier coming out, able to deal with this pesky vulture. And you can take the demon out as well. Yeah, put it into double collection. Bamser not really having any answer apart from, oh, he could use a very expensive Last Nightmare, but oh, something's coming up now. So he does have the Last Nightmare, unfortunately. He should have not collected with that Manta. He needed to use that to trade, and that way he didn't have to Last Nightmare. So that mistake is going to cost him one Faria, I think. Vulture needs to come down. Nightmare needs to come down. Killt. He's got his third Mistral Guide. Ideally, he wants to be able to deal with this 5/3 Vulture. Very expensive Last Nightmare coming out as well. I'm not sure if that's what he needs to do. Doesn't seem like Killt is running Crusader in this yellow deck. Okay, Bamser evening out the board a little bit now. Back onto 8 health. Killt doesn't really have enough for a combo to hit face with. Maybe would have appreciated a Flash Salmon instead of a Monk, but take what we can take. Very possible they could hold this, play it out next turn. Or you can hope that Bamser doesn't have an answer, but with 5 Faria, or with 7 Faria, and 3 cards, possibly 4 cards, it's very likely he could have an answer. Okay. So Bamser's Mistral Guys are coming out. Does have Khalim's training, so he can react with 5 damage. He's ever so slightly worried about his face though. 8 health. 8 health is not that much. But I think all of the demons have been played, so he shouldn't have to worry about being completely one turn killed right now. Okay, does have the monk, does have relentlessly going to face. Another monk is coming out. Doesn't have doesn't have the reach to hit that other side of his face, so he just decides to transform the Khalim's follower into Demon Wing. So Bamser is able to survive for a little bit longer. Can full clear the well, he can clear the stuff at his face at least. Just has enough for monstrosity as well, but he has to use his movement trick to clear everything here, so he can't set up for anything crazy unless he gets a really lucky draw next turn. Okay, the order was a bit messed up here. He wants to play it in the wells in double collection, but he realizes that he needs to send his Mistral Guide onto that spot, so he has to play it back. Oh yeah, of course he's got a Mistral Guide to move it out of the way. Completely forgot about that. Okay, so Bamser looking like that he's got his lead back. Two monks that he needs to play. You can play the first one and maybe bait out Bamser a little bit. Play the second one next turn. You could win like that. You could use Monk to clear one of the Mistral Guides. He doesn't have charge 2. He needs to. He needs to send this follower out. Otherwise, he has no way of getting it to face. So we're trading in our pieces. I'll trade that one in too. Try coming out. Not how he wants it. Makes a double neutral, but surely it's just going to get stepped on, right? Surely he's not just going to let that stay out in the open. Bamser soul draining his own creatures to just so that he stays out of the two health range. Now he's going to move his creatures up. So he does have lethal next turn. If this is not dealt with. So Killt is going to prayer. He needs to last nightmare this. Yeah. He needs to last nightmare this. Is it going to be enough? Bamser has Wind Soldier, so it does get cleared. I don't think he has any left. I don't think he has any more haste creatures left. Maybe one more follower. Bamser just needs to keep hitting in now. He can't really afford to. He's very heavily considering collecting because he wants to play the Manta. I guess he has to. I guess he doesn't really have a choice actually. If that follower really is in the deck, then yeah, it's a smart move. And luckily it was a Manta Rider as well. Killt is slightly running out of steam. He needs to draw, but he doesn't have Feria. Has his last haste creature in hand. He needs to play towards that. He needs to deal with that Manta Rider. Currently doesn't have anything for it though. Bamser is very slowly clawing his victory back. Still quite wary, mind you. Is he considering moving his Manta Rider? Because if he is, then he definitely shouldn't, because that will be game over if he does. Okay, Mishra Guide down. Steps onto the land. Uses a last nightmare for the 6-1 there. Still hoping that there's a window of opportunity. I don't think Bamser's going to give it to him though. I don't think Bamser's going to budge. Now we got the Windborn Emissary out to his face. It doesn't have enough to finish it next turn, unless he gets like a lucky card. Wind Soldier coming out. Can he do anything with it? I don't think he can. He's... If Killt doesn't... Okay, he could have waited one turn and saw what happened. Unless he was out of cards? I don't think so. It was a bit of a shame, really. I thought Killt was going to rip it out by the skin of his teeth. Would have been a comeback to a comeback. Okay, so Killt going for the red deck here. This could be burn. This could very well be burn. If it's mid-range, then it's going to be a lot more difficult, I think. Doesn't really have the answers. Could possibly be Combat Rush. See if Killt wants to keep this. It looks like a pretty decent hand, really. Doesn't really have to change anything about this. Has the Herald to buff the Queen's Guard, or if he wants to, he can play Queen's Guard turn 2. I mean, Queen's Guard turn 2 is very solid right now. There's absolutely nothing to react with. Bamser has. Couldn't get the Emissary out in time. Bamser going to block so that he can't step up and hit. So we got a few options here. He could Queen's Guard, but he could also Axe Grinder Mace Man, and that would like get rid of a lot of things that he could be trying to play out here. Axe Grinder Mace Man clears the Manta Rider that he wants to play out. Gives more coverage for reacting to Mistral Guy being played out. So Bamser going for Manta Rider and Mistral Guide. So Killt got the Blood Song. A lot of discounts, a lot of very good discounts. Unfortunately, he did not. he got a bit unlucky and got triple on the Mace Man. It wouldn't be nice if it was like double Mace Man, double on the Herald. Would it be nice if he could play if he decided to play the Mace Man on D3 and then Axe Grinder on E4. But we're okay here. Vulture is out though. Vulture is out this turn. Fortunately, can't play Soul Drain this turn either, but does have it for the trade on the Manta and the Mace Man. That is the problem though. It's a bit too good. Look at that. Has an answer for one damage is quite crazy. Oh, it does have okay. Uses a Flash Wind just to stop. Just really wants to stop Killt in his tracks. Does have the Axe Grinder spot. Can play it alongside the Herald, who can trade pretty nicely with that Vulture. Underground Boss lined up ready. Bamser is impressed. That's why he said amazing. He's impressed. Something beating the Vulture. Oh my god, I just realized I just read my Discord. Oh, I've got 6 messages. Alright, Killt going on the offensive, playing the Brigand here. Ignoring the Vulture. Or if the Vulture ignoring him, I'd say. Does mean he gets double combat on this Herald, which is quite scary. If you think about it. Vulture being sent off to the wells, relegated as the collector. Yeah, Monstrosity's coming out now. He wants to just get it to face. Give it all the damage it needs. Trading, trading, trading. Now, what will the emissary trade with? That's crazy. He didn't trade with the Axe Grinder. Oh no, actually, no. He stopped the collection. Therefore, he can't play both of these creatures out now. Groundshaker comes out, providing the necessity of full clearing here. He has to full clear here. Needs to figure out how to full clear. He's gonna have to draw. He needs a draw. Well, I guess the Soul Drain stalls for a couple of turns. One more turn, precisely. Which is enough, actually, because Killt doesn't have anything to deal with this monstrosity. So if he just hits double Soul Drains, he hasn't got anything to... Yeah, hasn't got an answer for this. It's very unfortunate. Right. Bamser, 2 wins. Needs to get his next win. Can he do it with this deck? This is a pretty... this deck is pretty strong against a lot of things, I'm not gonna lie. I think you need to run a deck with volley if you're gonna play against this deck. If you're not gonna ban this deck. Okay, Killt going for the blue-green jump. He's got to bring something out here. I haven't been looking at the timers actually. I wonder what each of them are on. Bamser on 16, Killt on 23. So, got 16 minutes. He can take all the time in the world that he wants. He actually has been. He's on track. Still giving himself 8 minutes, just a little bit over 8 minutes each for this game, and then potentially next game if he loses. Got a double Mistral Guide in Bamser's hand. Killt got Battletoads. Very solid opening there, Battletoads. Also has option of doing Fugu and Octopus if he wants. Got Manta Rider coming out into the double collection. What will Killt do? Does he save? Does he save this for the? Does he save the octopus, or is he gonna play it out? Either way, he can't really collect unless he does Humbling Vision. So decides that he wants to trade the Manta Rider. If he Khalim's trainings, well, I guess he can't really do that because the Manta just gets killed by the octopus anyway. Octopus doing a great job for the yellow stat line. Baron Sky Vulture can't really do much. And Bamser decides to put out the second Mistral Guide. Trading on the other one. Going for collection. He could have just waited and played the Vulture. Like, he could have traded his Rakoan with... Oh, I guess it doesn't really trade with the same beast twice, so he wouldn't be able to get it to 1 health. But Killt now, he can trade this Rakoan. He can hit with the Fugu, he can hit with the Octopus. He could also play Ball. But that means he can't clear the Rakoan. The Manta Rider even. So I think he's just gonna clear it. And then play Battletoads. It means that he needs to find another creature for Ancient Boar to be discounted. So maybe he plays the Boar now, and then Battletoads the turn after. It just means that he's going to be in a very awkward position. Yeah, decides not to. He's got plenty of other opportunities to play the Boar later on. Soul Drain means that he can get rid of this 5/3 with the Vulture. But he shouldn't have hit first. Yeah, he should have taken it. He should have taken the Orphan first, and then hit with the Mistral Guide. I think he just forgot. Great, so there is Mythmaker. If you could Mythmaker ball, like put some pressure onto the face. Decides to go with Mythmaker onto the frog on the left side, and then ball. He's playing a bit back now. Does give Bamser a little bit of space to do stuff. Does have the second vulture as well, so I mean he did kind of needs to Killt needs to kind of play around that a little bit. I think it's very difficult too, but putting the frog on the left side, on the right side would have been okay. So the vulture comes out again, along with a manta rider. Yeah, which means the ball can't step up. The ball can't value trade with the vulture now. Okay, so what is Bamser going to do with his Flash Wind? Decides to draw. Keeps finding creatures to play. This is pretty good for him. He can trade this frog if he wants to. Yeah, so Killt decides to just kill the Aurora. I guess he has to value trade this now. Frogify. If he double neutral, he would have been able to trade that. But I guess he didn't want to. Two monstrosities out right now. Bamser hoping to play one of them this turn. Killt has the Frog of Fire ready for one of them at least. Killt getting it all from Fugu, but probably wants to play it on the right side, away from that emissary. Also has Triton Warrior. Is an option for him as well. Can maybe have a Triton Warrior to deal with the left side. Alright, I'm gonna sit back down now. Okay, so I think it's quite a simple turn here. Just play the Manta Rider and like just play the Manta Rider anywhere. So the Wave Crash Colossus comes out. I feel like he wants to deal with the Manta Rider first. He is collecting quite nicely. Just doesn't have a bridge to Bamser's lands, so he does have to make lands. Yeah, goes for the value trade, pretty nice. Rogifies the monstrosity before it goes out of control. Fortunately, is going to be able to be traded by the frogs. This Triton Warrior decides to play a bit more passive and passes. Bamser has Khalim's training, able to clear this ball. I mean, Killt does have the land set up now that he can play Colossus at Bamser's face. So with so many emissaries, though, it's going to be quite tricky for him to actually get it to hit. We've already got an 8/5 monstrosity. Does have humbling vision for it. Can play around that. Mystic Beast. Not getting the Mystic Beast spot though is quite awkward for him. I don't think he's able to play anything. Yeah, I don't think he's able to play anything this turn. I don't think he can even step his. He can't even step his. Step his Fugu. Okay. Plays a 2/5 Mystic Beast out just to stop the collection from happening. Colossus on the left side to deal with the emissaries. demon coming out. Playing it pretty far back, so it's gonna be Bamser's gonna be taking a little bit of damage. Actually. Uses the monstrosity to clear the Mystic Beast as well, so can clear this monstrosity. He can actually do that. I think he's got to take a draw. Draw to see if he can get another beast that isn't Mystic Beast. Unfortunately not. Plays out some Battletoads. Looking pretty good right now. Bamser only has 2 cards, and his board presence is still, while strong, pretty neck and neck with Killt right now. Killt does have the slight card advantage. Decides to use Khalim's training to get the trade with the toad, but at the end of the day, that's still 2 cards for 1 card, right? Oh, and he gets he sends the monstrosity back, but Killt does have the Mystic Beast, so the Fugu is going to have jump. He's going to be able to trade that 12 free. He's going to be able to fully clear that right side. He should probably draw to see if he can get anything. Otherwise, he can just lake and play Mystic Beast next to Bamser. The Colossus putting in a lot of work, collecting and stuff. Not sure if he needed to play the layer down there, but Babs is going to be able to clear the Colossus on the left side now. Oh, with the Soul Drain even, so not even have to trade 2 creatures for it. Still 2 cards though. Kill. Possibly able to set up Mystic Beast. Decides to not do that. Well, you can always Mystic Beast on inside the wells, but instead wants to go for an octopus. So playing very defensively, and Bamser can't really break through the defense. But at the same time, Killt not being able to break through could do it with this Colossus. I think it's Colossus and Mystic Beast. I didn't think he had to trade the demon though. Should just hit face. Bamser banking up all of his Faraon cards so he can play something reactive. We got the monstrosity coming out. No Mistral Guide though. I'm surprised he didn't Mistral Guide first to make it flying. Vulture is going to finish it off though. He's going to have to trade that Vulture. But possibly he... Ancient Ball here is not great either. I mean, it is free Faria, so it does trade with the demon, but... I mean, ideally you want to deal with this monstrosity, right? I think he has to draw. I think he has to draw. Play the layer back a little bit. Oh, it has the flash wind. I mean, it means that he can't use it for the monstrosity, but I think he's looking for a training. Here comes out the third. I think it's second Frogify because he cleared the other one just normally. Tide Lord as well. And does he want to Frogify now? I think he's okay to do it. Does he care about this monstrosity? Maybe he can try and clear it another way. Goes for Tide Lord. Can't get buffed though, it's not a 6/6. Guess he's not really too worried about that. Well, means that it can't trade with the Shaitan Demon. Oh, he puts Monstrosity at the trade range of the Octopus. That is very interesting. Well, he can full clear this now, I think. And his Triton lives. And he can play another Triton down. Okay, so it's 2-all. Bamser going for his Carasius. He doesn't really have any choice, does he, really? Right. Cohen allude. Sorry. Oh. Okay, sorry, I was talking to clients again. Okay, so what happened after the restart? We have. Is this the second Carasius? This must be the second Carasius, right? Yeah. This Triton traded with the first Carasius. Killt playing a bit faster now. He should have been playing a bit faster anyways. Got a nice setup. Lord of the Waste does deal with these fat creatures quite well. Illusionist also putting in work. Needs to decide whether or not to trade that or not. He will end up trading it. Play the Tide Lord though, man. Come on, play out that Tide Lord. Yeah, there we go. Tide Lord and Ancient Ball can come out. pretty nicely over here. He has to be careful though. Bamser does have Aurora. So that Tide Lord will get traded. Oh, very good. Ancient Boar going in for double collection, leaving the June Drake out. He is able to step on the land, but that doesn't really give Bamser much advantage. He can Aurora it though, so he could trade with the ball pretty well. But decides not to. So he's gonna let that shield mates die, I think. I mean the whole left side gets cleared really. Um, that can't have been the third Carassius. Was that the third Carassius? No, right? Killt noticing that Bamser's only got two cards, probably thinking that he doesn't have the Biomancer. So taking initiative, transforming that frog before Bamser can creation it. It's quite a risky move though, because if he does have Carassius, then it's kind of redundant. Aurora goes on to this old dude, trades with the frog. Looking pretty nice for him now. With the Soul Drain as well. Oh, what a combo. And that could only happen because he turned into a frog. So Bamser is the one laughing now. Well, Killt has a few options here. He can. I mean, he's a draw. He's a draw and see what else he can get. Fortunately, does not. I guess he can draw the octopus. He can play the octopus and taunt it. Stops him from double collecting here this turn. No taunt is quite strange. Okay, Crash is coming out now. Doesn't really have a lot of options here. Just has to trade them all. He does have, yeah, does have enough for creation. If he single cloaks, he's always going to have enough for creation, which is going to be, yeah, I think this is it. He cannot deal with this. Bamser has actually managed to make it so that there are the same amount of creatures